You're listening to The Chartographers.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to The Chartographers. It is our happy hour minisode for our 50th artist that we've ever done. As you know, it is the regulars. It is Evan and Taran. It is, of course, our very special guest, Mason Bykowski. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awake. I can't believe we did that ranking episode last week. And most importantly, we are diving right into our favorite discussion about brown and girls and K-pop and so many other things in general. But we need to start the thing that we start every happy hour minisode with, which is, guys, what is the worst brown and girl song? I would almost argue don't do a ballad because, God, they have so many ballads. And they are...
Well, and also, the ballads usually aren't, like, bad. They're just, like, boring. You
right,
know,
yeah. No, I get that sense. Well, yeah. Oh, boy.
Do you have a choice for worst brown and girls song?
I don't. I feel like with brown and girls, there's no song to me.
Oasis.
Oh, God, it's Oasis.
Off of Leave Miss Kim. What were you saying, Mason?
Oh, I feel like I've not heard a brown and girl song that I was, like, immediately like, this is, turn this off, turn this shit off.
Well,
I just think that there's a lot of songs that are, like, kind of meh and forgettable, which is almost worse, because I feel like in art, you need to be memorable either for good or for bad. Like, Cats is a bad movie, but you remember it because it's bad, you know?
Unfortunately, I will remember it, yes.
We saw it, and it haunts me.
Yeah, it's memorable, but it's bad. And I feel like it's almost more offensive to, like, have art that just, like, means nothing, is nothing, and is just dust in the wind. And I feel like some of their first few albums have, like, some dust in the wind songs. And I'm like, what's the difference between track 6, track 7, and track 8, you know? Which one's which? I forget.
Well, yeah, and especially on your story with the 15 songs, it's like, can you tell me the difference between Monologue, Your Day of Arrival, and Unheard Story?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Nope.
Personally, but that's just me. Well, listen, I still said Oasis, Tara said Oasis. You still have to pick one. That's what you gotta do, Mason.
I'll pick Oasis, because... You know, that's what you said, and I trust you.
That's perfectly fine.
I mean, also, like, Addiction, I mentioned that. That's one of my least favorites. Although, depending on the day, like, Glam Girl's fine, but, like, sometimes Glam Girl comes on and I am like, ugh, turn this shit off.
Wow.
I don't know. It's not
Take
my
that,
thing.
Sound G. Fuck you, Sound G. Well, listen. Wait, there's still, the thing is, they still are such a rich group. I mean, let's just start with the beginning. Taran, I want you to, and you and Mason, you probably know this too, I want you to focus on the fact that it's so unusual that this group is, the artists themselves formed it versus, like, a label kind of coming together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that story was probably more common in 2003 when they did it. Certainly then, at this point, it is rare to find a... Like obviously groups form, and, like, there are bands in Korea just like anywhere else.
Right.
But, like, K-pop specifically, like, those acts that are groups of singers/dancers with rappers promoting on music shows, it is rare to find one where, like, one of the members handpicked the other members.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's very rare.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the story is that, like, Jaya was signed with the label and was looking for other members. She went to high school with Narsha and just remembered that Narsha had a good voice, so she called up her pal Narsha. Mirio was promoting with Honey Family, which was a rap collective. And then, like you mentioned in the main episode, Gain was competing on a show called Battle Shinhwa, which is like an American Idol type of thing, and was eliminated. And apparently she was, like, sobbing in the bathroom when one of the record execs from...
Nega?
Where did Nega Network, like, came and found her and was like, you should audition for us.
Yeah.
And then they trained for 3 years together, and then, obviously debuted.
And that's how it went from there.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any other stories of their beginning or of note, Mason?
Nope.
No?
That covers it. I think the bathroom one, I feel like it's... I almost don't want to believe it because it sounds so far-fetched, but part of me is like, it's so far-fetched and, like, it's from a movie that I think it actually happened.
I totally buy that happened, especially because Gain specifically is so, like, over the top. Like, she is a drama queen. If you watch, like I feel like that's sort of what she was poking fun at in the Truth or Dare video. And so that's I completely believe that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but let's also talk about the thing is we kind of mentioned it a little bit. And honestly, there's two things I want to mention. First off, Abracadabra as a song, that is a music video that re-changed the way people view sexuality in K-pop because again, the thing is that South Korea still is a very image-conscious country and society. And they are ones where they have censors, and there's a reason why you don't see a lot of twerking or a lot of full stripping outside of the occasional independent artist that will be openly gay or something else like that. That will actually do
it does happen, but it's very rare.
Extremely.
And part of the reason that the Abracadabra video was so controversial was because there was a very clear implied kiss between Narsha and Gain at the end. It didn't actually happen on screen, but Narsha was less than an inch away from her face when the video cut. So and other various weirdness in that video. But that was the main thing, which again you mentioned repping for the gays. They've been doing it their whole career.
Which I love.
Well, and I before we skip to Abracadabra, I want to touch back on the point. So their first real hit was actually after Leave Miss Kim. It was a song called Love.
Yeah.
Love
off of an EP.
Yes.
And it was a huge sound shift for them because K-pop in general was shifting more towards synth pop. So they tried that. And then Love was a hit. So then their next EP was called My Style, which had Uchida, which was its own single, also called How Come. But then on there was My Style, a hidden track, which was basically just a remake of Love. And then they did it again with Sign after Abracadabra was huge.
Sign being the superior version of all three.
I mean, it's certainly the weirdest version. So, it's got
also
that
music video, by the way.
Oh, the music video for
fucked up little
Sign.
music video for Sign, where all the girls are in their fucking
where they literally drown.
Yeah, it's just
we literally watch them all die.
It's wild.
Sure.
They did some weird stuff back in the day.
Well, and the video for Cleansing Cream too, which we didn't even talk about in the main episode. Cleansing Cream was the repackaged single after 6 Cents, and it was also very successful. And that music video is fucking depressing and scary. It's fully domestic abuse against your blind child. It's really hard to watch.
Yeah, but not. It wasn't as extreme a video, but fuck you, Guyan Solo still also touched on that too. Heavy on the psychodrama with her. Yeah, it's just very interesting.
That's what I mean. Guyan is very dramatic. She's all about pushing the envelope and being risque and
still the youngest member by 4 years.
Yeah,
6 years.
6 years?
6 years.
God damn, that's still kind of incredible.
When they debuted, the rest of them were all 26, and she was 20. And that's another thing that's very unique about their story is that a lot of idols, if you haven't debuted by the time you're 26, you give up.
Yeah.
But because that sort of wasn't the life that they were looking to lead, it wasn't quite the same industry that it is today. I think that's part of why they were able to push past that. But by the time that they really broke big with Abracadabra, they were 29, the three of them,
so kind of
which is
that's
a rare. That's rare for that industry.
Right.
Yeah. Mason, what are your thoughts on the solo careers? Do you have any favorites? Do you have any things that jump out?
I mean, Guyan has had the most. She is by far my favorite. I love a good sexy song, and she delivers time and time again. I think she's had some great music videos. I think some of her album tracks are really great. Guyan is an all-time fave soloist in K-pop for me. I mean, Bloom... She was touching herself on the kitchen floor. Can you believe it? 2011. What the heck, Korea?
I can believe it because it's Guyan.
Yeah.
I couldn't, obviously Jaya would never ever do that. Narsha, maybe. Yeah. Bloom is an all-timer for sure. Also off that album, Tinkerbell.
Yes. Tinkerbell.
That's one of my favorite productions in K-pop. It's not even necessarily my favorite song, but what they did with all of the weird glockenspiel and what's the it's almost like a music box sounding, but it's all chopped and screwed, and the beat is so weird, and I really like it. And then she also put out an EP that it's called Hawa.
Yes.
And it was
Paradise
after...
Lost.
It was the most recent one. Yeah.
After Black Box.
Yeah.
That's like... It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Paradise Lost is terrific. It's a great
Paradise
song,
Lost,
great video,
absolutely.
great dance.
But also, there's a song on there called Free Will. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yep.
That's like an all-timer. It's very Latin. It's almost like Gain does a Bond theme.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And then there's a song on there too called Guilty.
Guilty is my favorite B-side.
Oh, yes.
It's so good. It's so
You're
good.
so right. Oh god, it's incredible.
That was what you sent to me earlier today, right?
No, what I sent you early today was actually from Narsha's
that's
EP.
right.
And I'm honestly, personally sad that Narsha hasn't put out more solo music because Biri Papa is a bop, for sure.
It's a bop.
But off of that EP, I don't know if you've heard it, there's a song called Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's like... We're talking about all-timers. Like, that song fucking snaps. And I don't understand why it wasn't promoted, why it wasn't, like, a huge hit single. It's so good.
She had a great mini album, and it's very sad she didn't promote more because I need more of that in my life. It's so good, so quirky.
Completely.
She can sing, she can dance, she's sexy. Like, she is such
she
a whole
also self-produced
package.
that, right?
Pardon?
No, that was Mirio.
Oh, Mirio self-produced her own EP.
I believe so.
Yeah, Mirio produced her own EP. Kim Iana wrote a lot of stuff for Narsha, Kim Iana did a lot of, like, Brown Eyed Girl songs.
She's like the go-to lyricist for, so many other songs.
Oh, yeah.
Kim Iana
I
also
Use Good
did,
Day.
like...
She did everything.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tons of... Well, and that's... while we're talking about Kim Iana, because, yeah, she did, like, all of IU's early hit singles, but she also often works with Lee Min-soo, who is the producer who did, like, Brave New World and Sixth Sense, and he did Abracadabra with Hitchhiker.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I think that's part of why Kill Bill wasn't as strong of a single, is because he didn't do it.
They really shouldn't have let Jaya do a title. No shade to Jaya.
Did Jaya do Kill Bill?
But, yeah, she helped produce Kill Bill.
Oh.
You're like, it makes sense.
It does. Well, and that's... what I always thought about Kill Bill was that the concept came first.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they wanted to do a music video parody of Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fun enough parody. Like, if you're a fan of both Kill Bill and Brown Eyed Girls, like, it's a fun video. But I think that the concept came first.
Before the song.
And then they wrote a song around it. Yeah. And they were like, this is our single, even though they also had fucking Boy and Mystery Survivor and Recipe on this album, which all would have been smarter singles. But whatever. I digress.
Whatevs is what we could say about that. Mason, you need to tell us. You told us a little bit. I want to hear a little bit more detail about you seeing them live, being in the front row and seeing Brown Eyed Girls fucking live. You fucking asshole! I hate you.
It was really weird because it was also my first concert.
First concert ever.
Yeah, first concert ever.
Damn.
Yeah. It was like a small nightclub in Koreatown in LA, and I mean it was like a very small stage, actually so small that some of their dances they would bump into each other because like there just wasn't room. They didn't perform too many songs. They performed like 6 maybe. It was a very short concert, but they like stopped, talked to fans. They had a raffle, which is where I won a signed album. So like Jaya like personally handed it to me and then high-fived me, and I was like, oh my god, she just high-fived me.
I will never wash this hand again!
Well, yeah, and it felt more intimate than just, like, a high touch where it's like, hi, bye, kind of thing.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
It
was a genuine interaction.
Kenna does not remember me, I'll tell you that much.
And I feel like it was, I liked that it was an intimate concert. I feel like I've never truly had that experience again. I mean, I've been to more intimate K-pop concerts. Hyuna was smaller. I saw Hyorin. She was at a smaller venue. But yeah, it was so great seeing, like, an iconic, like, a group that shaped K-pop. I mean, I don't think people understand, like, there's no Hyuna without an Abracadabra. There's no Mamamoo's, literally their entire sound and formation as a group is the Brown Eyed Girls. They are the new Brown Eyed Girls. Like, there's no Mamamoo without the Brown Eyed Girls.
That's,
you know.
I had that thought, like, a couple of different times this week. I was just like, oh, this sounds just like Mamamoo.
Yeah.
And I love Mamamoo. Like, when Mamamoo was first breaking on the scene, I stand so hard. And then I think they've gotten a little less interesting, hot take. But
Yep. Agree.
Like, their breakthrough concept was absolutely, like, paying homage to Brown Eyed Girls.
Yeah.
And
I mean, even, like, just the 4 members, 3 are vocalists, 1's a rapper, 2 power vocalists, 1 that can do more of a sultry vocal, and also the one that does the sultry vocal is Hwasa, who's the maknae, and she's the sexiest member, quote-unquote, and so is Guyan and the Brown Eyed Girls. Like, literally, like, to a T, they're, like, the Brown Eyed Girls. So.
Yeah.
But they're great. I mean, there's no shade to Mamamoo.
Yes. The thing I think is interesting, because you brought up FX earlier, and the thing is, I feel like we've come across a different era where, like, the thing is, because when I met Taran initially, he was very much the K-pop guy, and, like, we really bonded over What Is Love by EXO. We bonded over a lot of, like, really early, like, classic-y good shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we've come across an era, and some people pointed it out, where truly, and I mean this, I feel like Brown Eyed Girls are a part of that, but they're part of the lineage of before the album was very much a product, the mini album was a product, and now very gradually the album is becoming a concept in Korea, in K-pop specifically.
Yeah.
Because when Wonder Girls put out I Need You, when they put out that thing where this like very 80s synth pop sound that is so specific, octagon drum kind of like going on, like it was, the whole album felt like a cohesive artistic statement. It was actually kind of amazing, and I give credit to Brown Eyed Girls for doing Basic around that time too, and also FX for 4 Walls.
Yes.
For, like, around this time, like people are like actually baking albums that are like a cohesive statement that's not beyond just whatever single they're promoting at the time, which is actually kind of amazing.
Right. And I really do think that Sixth Sense, it was a mild commercial success. I mean, Sixth Sense, the song was popular enough, but I do think that was sort of the beginning of a shift, because, you look at like 2009, 2010 K-pop, that's, it's still clearly like the second wave has started, but it's not quite like what it was going to become yet, you know? And I do think, there's like, well, especially you see like, I feel like BTS even is playing into that like sort of concept album and like having a series of records.
Yeah.
And like they always have like their intro and like...
Can someone just release one great album from start to finish? It's been a minute, honestly, in K-pop that like a full-length album has been great. I feel like Taeyeon is up there. I feel like her 2 full-length albums have been great.
Well, that's
really
because, I mean,
okay.
That's again, Taeyeon is an artist who has literally been doing it for over a decade now. I mean, I think she debuted the year after Brown Eyed Girls, right? So she's been doing it for a long time, and she's popular enough that she, like, when I first came out, I was like, oh, this is the music that Taeyeon wants to make, because it's a running joke in Girls' Generation that if Taeyeon hates the single, it's going to be a hit. So that's part of why I really liked when Taeyeon started doing solo stuff, because I felt like I was getting to hear what she wanted to do as an artist, and I think that's why it's such high quality. Right. Because she's really behind it.
Yeah, I actually really respect SM for that part of their company, is they always let the artist do what they want for their solo. But if it tanks, it's kind of on the artist kind of thing. Like, they let Amber do what she wanted to do. Shake That Brass, it didn't do so hot. And then Amber was like, why won't they give me stuff? It's like, because you did what you wanted and it didn't go well, you know?
Yeah.
Or,
I know.
Taeyeon, she had full control. Tiffany, I remember both Tiffany and Sohyun were like, oh, SM came to me with some wild-ass concept and I was not here for it. And they totally just told SM no. And SM was like, all right, well, we'll just do what you want to do. And... boom, bang, boom.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I think it's the whole K-pop journey is still utterly fascinating to me. Because the way that some records are able to be promoted, the way that some labels have influence over themselves. Look at JYP. Because I feel like JYP has also written some stuff for Brown Eyed Girls despite not being them signed to JYP.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think so. He wrote Invitation and Sorrow on Revive, but those were covers.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think he's written anything else for them, but he
hasn't.
Well, especially because he wrote Invitation, because that was still when he was sort of like he was a sole artist. He had started his record label, but it wasn't the empire that it is today.
Right.
I don't think JYP at this point would sell a song to anyone that he wasn't already like really tight friends with.
Yeah.
Because if he writes a good single, he's gonna give it to one of his artists because he has about a dozen of them.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, and actually, it was one of the things talking about Girls' Generation. I brought it up today, and like they're like the Brown and Girls are the most like longest running group behind Girls' Generation.
They're the longest running girl group.
Yeah.
That is an important distinction. Because Shinhwa, I believe, is still active.
Yeah, they're still kicking it.
They debuted in what, like 97, something like that.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And yeah, they're a 6-member group. I believe they were one of JYP's first, I think, and then left, or were they SM?
I don't remember. Some of the real early K-pop, the 90s is like
First
a little
wave.
lost to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because
it's harder to find, honestly.
Right, because second wave really started with Girls' Generation and G, right?
Well, I would say second wave started with Super Junior and Big Bang.
Okay.
A couple of years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They were really the new acts that broke out and started like a different style.
Yeah.
I remember I'm not really a big fan of the React channel in general, but I do remember one where they brought on, I believe it was Momoland, to talk about, like, they were just like, hey, we're going to play some, like, classic K-pop hits for you. And so they're, like, doing it, and so, like, they play G by Girls' Generation, and everyone's just like, oh my god, we're so excited, and they're, like, kind of, like, doing the dance in front of the laptop. They're really excited about it.
Every single girl group trainee that has ever trained with any record label ever knows the whole dance to G from start to finish.
Right. And then they brought up their own single, and they're like, oh. And then they're like, their shoulders sank.
Yeah, they got so depressed, because they're like, I mean, we've heard this song
so many times. So many
times.
goddamn times.
We don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of the things, this is our 50th artist that we've done. This is our season finale. This is so great. And I'm so excited about it. I'm not saying that we're not going to do a K-pop artist in the future, but I'm just curious, Mason, hit us with some of your other favorites. I want to know. I mean, I know Taran has a deep knowledge base about K-pop. What are some of your, like, all-timers?
Oh, yeah. So I have, like, a small list. My all-time favorite musical act ever is 21. I love them. CL. Yeah. Oh, my God. Second row. Her concert was one of the best nights of my life. Nice. I love 21. Up after them is Girls' Generation, who I also love. After them is EXID, who needs more love. I think EXID is a group that has some terrific album B-sides that no one is talking about.
Right, because their singles are like, okay.
I really like their singles, but I feel like if you want something interesting, listen to Boy. That's an interesting, from a production standpoint, they have a song called Boy off of their Eclipse mini album with
I know it.
Night Rather Than Day. That's a quirky song. Their Street mini album, I think, is terrific. I just love them. I think they're great. I mean, and then after them are Wonder Girls and Sistar.
Fucking Wonder Girls. Man.
Yeah.
Man, you are such a true diehard second generation K-pop fan.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I just
like fuck Red Velvet.
I love Red Velvet. Did you say fuck Red Velvet?
No, I mean I love Red Velvet too. I was joking.
Oh no. I like Red Velvet a lot. All right, their 2018 or their 2019 was bad. We should not be talking about Zimzalabim or Oompa Oompa.
Oh,
we're not talking about Zimzalabim. No one's talking about Zimzalabim.
Well, that's okay. The weird thing about the weird thing about Red Velvet is I feel like now that both FX and Girls' Generation are no longer actively promoting, that Red Velvet just gets literally every girl group song that SM comes across.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like muddying their concept a little bit.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple of years there where I thought they were really solid. Like they went back and forth between like the ditzy and the R&B, but like Bad Boy was so good.
Bad Boy.
And I felt like
I feel like Bad Boy was like their peak. Like that album, Kingdom Come, I could listen to Kingdom Come every day for the rest of my life. That song is terrific. And then you get to Power Up and you're like, And then you get to RBB and you're like, And then you get to Zimzalabim and you're like,
was
SM,
rough.
Who's running this group? Because this is not it, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know, I don't know if you've noticed, but YG and JYP are fucking murdering you in the girl group department right now. So maybe step it up.
I really think I think Red Velvet, because R&B has become so much more popular in Korea, and Red Velvet was on the pulse of the trend as it was just starting off with Automatic.
And then they gave it up.
But they need to do an Automatic, because an Automatic in 2020 would kill it in Korea. That's
Completely.
what they're listening to, you know?
Yeah. And the worst part is that, like, I think it's just so interesting sometimes when they push a video and don't actually do a lot of promotion in a different way, simply because I think about when you introduced me to FX via Four Walls. That was my introduction to FX, before Electric Shock even, is that Taran showed me Four Walls. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. This is incredible. But more importantly, he didn't show me the music video. He showed me their live performance. Because if you know anything about a K-pop live performance, you know that there's the fan armies. They will come up with their own things to shout at the artist.
Yeah.
But more importantly, their choreography during their performance of fucking Four Walls was mind-bending.
I mean, that's
It's
what
great.
FX
Great.
is
And the costumes were great, too.
Yeah.
FX didn't get enough credit for their dancing. Both Amber and Luna are like two of the best dancers SM has ever had. Like, Amber and Luna are both better dancers than anyone in Girls' Generation.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, Luna specifically, like, that girl could have been the next Boa. Free Somebody is so good.
Such a bop!
So
Completely.
good. JoJo wrote it? Are you kidding me? It's great.
Wait, really?
JoJo wrote it. Like, early 2000s
I love
JoJo.
that!
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Mason, I need to put you to the K-pop litmus test, though.
Okay.
I need to see. I know some friends who are fanatics. I know Taran's thoughts. I know my thoughts. We brought it up earlier, and I want to mention it in a different context. Where do you stand on the group Luna?
Okay, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Here's my thing with Luna. I think their pre-debut stuff is way better. I think...
yeah.
I think
Exactly.
Luna is a group where I kind of don't get it, because I don't think they've done anything, like...
It's
that's
so bad.
bothered me. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Like, so what? I think it's a fun video, like their new song, but that album is bad. And, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't get why Twitter is so involved with Luna. I think, like, Eclipse was great. I think they had some great early singles. Their very first early pre-debut single, Vivid, is such a cute, fun bop. But I don't get it. Hi was bad. It was a bad song. I don't know what people are talking about.
I have some fucking straight friends that are obsessed and, like, go to shows and are like, I was in front row to see Luna. I'm like, really? Why? I just don't know, and I just don't understand this obsession with Luna. It's just...
Also, how can you have a group with 12 girls and not one of them is either a excellent singer or an excellent rapper? You have 12 mediocrely talented people.
Well, and that's my problem with a lot of groups, honestly, is, you know, and I think that's part of why SM and YG are typically so successful, and also why people trust them, is because their groups always have at least one genuinely like great vocalist.
Yeah.
If not like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like Super Junior has like 5 really good vocalists. Even Girls' Generation has, like, well, obviously not Jessica anymore, but, like, I would say Sohyun and Taeyeon are both, like, incredible vocalists.
Exactly. I feel like JYP is actually missing in that regard, because I feel like when you think of, like, Twice, man, Red Velvet would obliterate them in a singing contest. Like, not even
hands
close.
down. I mean, that's actually always been my problem with JYP, and why I love JYP. I think that he writes incredible pop music, absolutely, hands down. And I think that the groups he produces have, like, a cohesion between their members, and so I respect that. But he also, of the big 3, has the weakest vocal technique across the board.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that he has... I've heard him in interviews talk about, he has this, like, half air, half sound method that he likes to ask his singers to use. And so everyone is just really breathy. And on the one hand, that makes bad singers sound a little bit better. So you can hide a weaker vocalist by using that, but it makes great singers not as powerful. So when you have, like, a Min or a Suzy, and they could be better than they were at any point in Miss A, because they were using this, like, sort of weak half-ass vocal technique.
Yeah, and I feel like YG's part of that too, because I feel like they don't train their vocalists too well. Like, I feel like a Park Bom or a Rose are two people that just kind of naturally have, like, a great vocal texture and natural, like, emotion to their voice, but, like, Park Bom's voice has significantly deteriorated due to like bad vocal training at YG and bad vocal practice.
Park Bom ruined her voice. Full on. If you listen to 21 in 2009 and Park Bom singing on, or like Park Bom's debut like ballad singles, you compare it to Park Bom trying to sing live now in her comebacks, it's sad. It's like full Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. She ruined her voice.
I feel so bad for her, though. I really do. I love Park Bom.
She's been through it.
She's been through it. She had that stupid scandal. She just seems like a nice fucking person. I just want to give her a hug. And honestly, completely. I think she had a great comeback single. I thought Spring was the best song, was the smartest choice they made. That was a great comeback song.
I liked the song, but if you watch her on live stages...
Yeah, it's bumpy. And she was never a good dancer, so it's like... Girl.
Right, so, like, what's left?
Yeah.
Right. Tying it back, though, like, randomly, I was just pulling out clips. We'd all obviously watched their music videography. We watched a lot of the other stuff, a lot of their live performances, and randomly, we came across Brown Eyed Girls this week performing at the KBS Drama Awards. It was a medley of Abracadabra, Sixth Sense, and fucking Wonder Woman together, and it was the most awkward thing I have ever seen, because it was like not a music show, it's the KBS Drama Awards, so there's literally everyone in the audience just leaning back and just kind of like nodding. Maybe one person's like clapping along, and it was just I think
it would have been fine if they had shot it like a music show and just shown Brown Eyed Girls performing. Like that would have been fine, but they kept cutting to the audience who like weren't interested, and that's why it was so weird.
It was so weird. It was so bad
because it was like all the drama actors like, I don't know why this is happening. I'm just here because I'm nominated.
Exactly, which is so great.
It was kind of like when Eminem was performing at the Oscars.
That was so weird.
And everyone in the audience was just like,
fucking weird. Okay. I'm willing to overlook it though, because guess what? At the very least, we got a fucking amazing Parasite comeback out of it, and that made me very, very happy.
And that's part of why I'm actually really excited. It was just serendipitous, but we're doing our first K-pop artist like a week and a half after Parasite wins Best Picture, the first South Korean film to ever win an Oscar.
Yeah, which was a big deal. And also, we love that film a lot.
Oh, me too. It is, no joke, maybe one of my probably top 10 favorite movies of all time. I love Parasite more than I can say. It's great. It's so good.
Well, what we're trying to say is Parasite now available video on demand. Please send your checks to the Chartographers Neon Films. Most importantly, though, we've been talking for about 34 minutes now. Mason, do you have anything else to say? Anything about Brown Eyed Girls? Anything else you want to bring up? Stories, enchantments, joys?
About the Brown Eyed Girls?
Yeah! Because listen, I mean, we officially were here for the launch of K-Talk, the podcast that you and Taran do together.
Oh, no.
Where you're talking about K-pop artists going forward. I am aware of that fully. But yeah, just
I would do that though.
Brown Eyed Girls, yeah.
Brown Eyed Girls. I really think you should check out, if you listen to the first podcast, I really think if you haven't checked out some of Gain's B-sides, do yourself a favor and listen to Hawa, I think it's called.
Yeah.
With Hawa, Paradise Lost. Just enjoy it. It's good. And just know that we're not saying anyone's faves is bad. I hope no one feels bad from what we criticize their faves. This is just critique. I love trash or like bad things. I love things that people hate too. I mean, in the main episode, I didn't like Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense is like their favorite album. So everyone's got different opinions. No hard feelings. If you like Luna, I'm very sorry if I shat on them for you.
I'm not sorry if you like Luna.
I am actually very happy you just did that, because that is something that I think is necessary anytime you're in the K-pop sphere, because K-fans are very serious about their fandom, and they get very offended when you talk shit. So I want to reiterate, as one of the hosts of this podcast, please don't think we're coming for your favorite. Like, unless these are just our opinions. They're not meant to like reflect on like we love Park Bom. You know, it's just,
I love her.
These are our opinions. Yeah. We love her so much.
You know what else I love? I love Mason Bykowski.
Yeah,
I love him as a guest. I love the opinions and the knowledge that you brought to us. I love Taran O'Reilly as the co-host of this podcast. This was your pick of an artist. I'm so glad that this was our 50th fucking artist that we've done on this podcast we've been doing since 2016. I love it, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you and everything you do and you bring to this podcast.
Stop it.
And most importantly, I love the
Cheesy
people that
motherfucker.
are listening, and I love the people that are listening. If you like this, I would recommend give us a like and subscribe. If you like Mason Bykowski, please go ahead and check out his Instagram, MB_art21 on Instagram to check out some of his art that he's done as well. And you can find us on Twitter and Facebook at The Chartographers. And if you want to find me, too bad. I'm a ghost. I'm invisible. You can't find... I'm kidding.
Yeah, Googling Evan Sadi doesn't bring up
It's
anything.
not like I did that thing where you can check and see how many other people have your name in this country, and I'm the only one that has the name Evan Sadi, which is why I'm so Googleable. I don't have anything embarrassing when you Google me. If you Google me, add the Chartographers to make sure it really gets up on the SEO rankings. In the meantime, though, Mason, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming. I really do.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me. If you guys ever want to talk about a K-pop group again, just let me know. I'll probably know them and be able to discuss.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, I mean, I think we will definitely keep you in mind. This was really fun.
Oh,
This was
thank
really
you.
fun. Exactly. In the meantime, guys, keep on listening because you know that we'll be. Thank you so much for listening to 4 fucking seasons of this goddamn show. Keep on listening because you know that we'll be. See you in season 5, bitches. Goodbye. Woo! All right, and stop and save and